Hi guys, it's Mrs. Mondin again. Well, today I want to talk to you about something special that's happening this Sunday. Sunday is Mother's Day. It's like a mommy holiday. And we want to do something special with mommy this weekend. We want to do some crafts, some fun things that you and mommy can do together. So today we are going to do two crafts. First, we are going to make a hand print butterfly, and it's made out of paper. So I'm going to show you the items that you need, and then we're going to get started. So we're going to need some paper. I'm going to use colored paper, but if you don't have colored paper, you can use white paper. If you don't have white paper, you can use just regular notebook paper. If you're sisters or if you have any siblings, whatever type of paper you have at home, that's the paper that we're going to use. I'm going to use colored paper, but I'm going to show you how to do it with the white paper just so that it can be very clear and you can see it. You're going to need something to color with. If you have colored pencils, and some of you should have some supplies that you had from school, or crayons. So we're going to use crayons, colored pencils. We're going to need something to draw with. We're going to need some glue and scissors. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how to do it with white paper so it'll be very clear so that you can see it as I make it. I'm going to move all of these supplies over just for a minute. What you need to do is trace one of your hands. So you need that piece of paper. I'm going to do it in white, but I'm going to do mine in color, but I want to show you this white paper just so it'll be very clear. So we want a sheet of paper, a regular sheet of paper, 8 by 11, 8.5 by 11. And we're gonna fold it in half. So have someone help you fold your paper in half and get something to write with, a pencil, a pen, or whatever you're writing with, and have someone help you trace your hand. I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to turn the camera down. You're not going to see my face, but you're going to hear my voice and you're going to see me do everything on the paper, just so it'll be clear for you. Okay, here we go. So we're going to get started. I'm going to trace my hand. Where you have the folded part, I want you to make sure that you put the thumb, your thumb, by the folded part and kind of tilt your hands. So you need somebody to help you draw, trace your fingers all the way around your pinky, your ring finger, the middle, the tall finger, the pointer finger, and your thumb. We're gonna just keep it close to the fold. And then at the bottom, we want to kind of make this like a circle, because when we cut it, we want it to stay connected, okay? So I'm going to cut this and let you see how it looks. So you start cutting yours, and be careful not to cut the fold. And remember how we use our scissors. Remember, we have that hole where we put our thumbs up, thumb in there, and your two fingers in the other part, and you have your thumbs up when you're cutting. Remember how we cut in class? Did this correctly, because when you open it up, it should look like that. Now those thumbs of mine are a little thick, so I want to cut those down just a little bit. I just didn't want to mess it up, so I wanted to make sure I had it correct for you. So we can always fix that. These are a little pointed, so we want to make them where they're not so funny looking. Because we want to keep them as best as possible. But this is what it should look like when you're done. But keep that paper that you cut, because we're going to keep those scraps. We're going to use those scraps. So if you have white paper, you can color it and decorate it. After you draw your hand, I want you to just go ahead and decorate it if you're not using colored paper. Like I said, I'm going to use this purple paper. So this is how it came out after I cut it. I want you to see this. So the next thing we're going to do is my scrap paper. We don't want to throw it away, toss it away. So we're going to just move this over for just a little bit. That piece of scrap paper that we have left, we're going to start right here at the corner, and we're going to draw a half moon. I'm going to show you so you can see. So you just start at that corner, and you just kind of come up and make a half moon like that. And then we cut that out. You see, we're still using the scraps, so we don't want to throw it away because we're going to use that. That's going to be the body of the butterfly. And when you open it up, it should look like this. And what we do is glue it right in the center. I'm going to show you right here, right in the center. And you see that? Let me see, is it better on white paper? Maybe it's better on the white paper that you can see it. We glue it right here. Right there, that's the body. So let's get our glue ready. So we take our glue and we turn it up. We take the cap off and we turn it up, and we'll glue the back side where it has this little line on the back side. So I'm gonna glue the back of mine, and you glue yours as well. And we're gonna put that right down the center of where those two hands come together. That's the body of your butterfly. I'm going to put it right there. So it should look like this. Can you see that? All right. So that's the body. Now we need to make the head of the butterfly. Get that scrap paper again. We're going to use all of this paper pretty much. I think I'm going to make mine a little, I think I'm going to use yellow paper because I want to contrast so you can see it. So, okay, so I'm going to make this body yellow as well because I want to make his head yellow also. Okay, and you can name your butterfly anything you want. I'm going to use this and put it right here for the body. Make it a little contrast so you can see it. I'm going to make mine 2 colors. You can make yours 1 color if you want, but I'm going to make mine 2 colors so that you can see all the different parts of it. Remember that white one I made? So that was just to show you that you can use any paper you have. So I'm going to make this body, the bottom, and then I'm going to keep that paper that I use because my butterfly is going to be purple and yellow. So keep that same piece of paper, and we're going to use the cap. We're going to use the cap of our glue, and we're going to make a head. So you're going to make 1 circle. I'm going to trace around and make the head for the butterfly, and then we're going to cut that out. So go ahead and use that white paper that you cut out and cut that out. That's going to be the head, and we're going to, what is on your head? We have 2 eyes, and we're going to give this butterfly 2 eyes and 1 mouth. Okay, so we cut out a circle using our cap so that we can have the butterfly's head. If it doesn't come out perfect, like I said, it's okay. But we're going to put it right there on the center where his head, that's where his head will be. Can you see that? I'm going to put some glue on it and I'm going to show you. I'm going to put it right. I'll show you exactly where it's going to go. So you put some glue, use your glue on that circle. And we're going to put it right at the top of that body, that little piece, that half moon that we made. That's going to be the top of his body. And that's how it should look. Right there is the top of his head. His head is right there. And so right on his head, we're going to make, I'm going to let you see, I'm going to make 2 eyes. We're going to make 1 eye here and 1 eye there. And we're going to give him a nice little smile. Okay? That's what we're going to do for a butterfly. Give him a nice smile. So, after you make his face, then we're going to make antennas. So we're going to use that same paper again, whatever your contrast is. I think I'm going to use purple this time. I'm going to use a strip of purple paper, and we need 2 small pieces. So this little piece that I have here, and so we need small pieces, very small pieces. So I'm going to show you how small it's going to be. It's going to be very small for his antenna. That's 1. And then I need 1 more. So we need 2 strips, 2 pieces for his antenna. And what we're going to do, and they should be the same size. They can be very small at the top. And then, so what we will do is put it right behind his head. And if we have to, what we will do is open it up just a little bit so we can, we may have to cut this just a little bit. We can always trim it up so it looks nice and fix it if we have to. So this is why I'm just going to fix hers just a little bit. Trim it up a little bit so we can have space for his antenna. All right. All these scraps we're just going to put to the side. So we're going to put the antenna right above his head, right under there. There's 1, and then the other right next to it. So those are his antenna. Let's see, we want to be able to see those. I'm going to trim this a little bit more. And just have your mommies help you trim it up till it looks nice so we can see those antennae. And you really can't mess this up, so I just want to trim it up a little bit so we can see his antenna. It's not going to be perfect because Mrs. Mondanus is not perfect, but well, you want to be able to see his antenna. Okay, so that's the antenna. And then we want to cut out, we're going to use that. I'm going to use that yellow paper again. We are going to cut 8 little circles, 8 small circles. So I'm going to fold this paper over and try to make 8 small yellow circles, and I'm going to use the same scraps of paper. These are going to be his little dots on. So I think I have 4 right here. Let's see how many we have. So we have 1, 2, 3. So I think we have 6. We have to make 2 more. We have 6. So we have 4, 5, 6 that we want to put on there. And I'm going to cut 2 more. Let me put this here so you can see it. 2 more. And we can have 8. All right. And make 2 more. So keep using those scissor skills, cutting skills. See how important it is to cut? Because we have to cut some more things. Okay, so now that's 2 more. And then we put some glue and we'll just spread these out on his wings. That's what we will do. We'll spread them out on his wings. And there's 1. And you just put them where you want them. You don't have to put them all in the same place. You could just put them where you want them, where you want his little spots to be. So you can just have someone help you put the glue on there. That's 3. And we can count as well. Make sure we have 8. 4. How many did I say we were going to have? 8. That's right. We're going to have 8. So I'm going to spread them out on his wings. And you do yours as well until we get all 8. These are his spots on his wings. And you can put more if you want. I'm just using 8. But you can put a few more if you want. You can decorate it how you want. But we're going to start with 8, and you can always add more if you want. Okay, here we go. All right, so, and we are using all these scraps of paper, so we're not throwing away anything. And remember, we only use 1 piece of paper. So now we have his antenna. We have his spots. No, guys, this almost looks like a bed, doesn't it? But anyway, that's different. And so then what we were going to do, we gave him, we're going to put a little decoration right here on him. Just have somebody help you to just draw a few little half circles. And they should look like this. And you have your butterfly. And remember, like I said, you can have one if you had paper and you decorated it. You can have a regular one or just white paper, or you can use colored paper. So there we have it. Our hand print butterfly.